Christwood here, November 12th, 2021, 7:51 p.m. This, by the end of the weekend, will be done. My body is getting filled up with fucking what feels like water. I am being choked. I am being numbed. I have shit going through my head. I have no feeling on the right side of my fucking head or my body. I cannot go to a hospital. I cannot go to a doctor. I am medically blacklisted, and if I try to get medical help, I go to jail. I try to get legal help, I'm as good as dead. I try to get human rights help, I'm as good as dead. And this is compliments of O.p.p, Lennox and Addington, Ontario Provincial Police. For me speaking of police crimes, this is revenge. This is retaliation. This is from Spencer Mills. This is from Staff Sergeant. This is from the chief now gone. He conveniently left after me talking about him having children sex dens and whatnot. Human sex trade, slavery trafficker, children, adults, and pedophilia. This is compliments of Shannon Cork, a face laugher, of a murderer, a face laugher, and a protector of a murderer and her boss. This is compliments of Robert Kane. This is and Robert Lucas. This is Shelley Huffington and Stacy, a mental health worker, was Daily Tea Company, blonde hair, short blonde hair. Was Daily Tea Company, Lennox and Addington, Napanee. Excuse me. Now Kingston. Anybody who goes to any mental health in Kingston and they see a woman with short blonde hair named Stacy, I would find out where she's come from, if she's from Napanee. If it's the same one, do not talk to her because your life will be in danger. She is highly psychotic. She is highly vindictive. Don't try to walk out on her because she will fucking have you killed. You speak police crimes, you will be lied about. The cops will use their badges. They will use lies, false guise of law, to commit felony crimes through their badge, outside of their badge. Same with mental health, using their credentials and positions to human traffic and to have people murdered and to have people kidnapped, lying to the point of even using judges to help kidnap victims, to help shut victims up, to help steal blood and piss. Whether knowing or unknowingly, they became a part of a felony attempted homicide. Back in May 27th, when Shelley Huffington cast her lies against me and had me kidnapped, the day that Spencer Mills showed up, when he had no business or right to even show up, but he was there and he wanted me in his car. And if I would have been put in his car, I would have been dead that day, and I am pretty much 100% guaranteed of it. He has stalked me. I've had William Billy Woldridge's prisoner tracking taken off of him and put onto me for part of this crime, for stalking, for framing as Woldridge. He is Spencer Mills' boyfriend. He is his co-drug trafficking partner. He is boss to these cops. He is boss to co-committing felony crime cover-up doctors in Napanee as well. One of them happens to be Stacy's girlfriend. Lies, time buying, cover-ups, like I said, stalking, being medically blacklisted to prevent me help. being medically blacklisted so I would not be taken serious about what has taken place with me, so I cannot get the help while I'm being injured, tortured, deformed, and going through identity theft by this cocksucker for revenge, for retaliation from these pieces of shit. They are fucking terrorists. They are using their badges, like I said, once again, their badges, their positions as they're using their positions as caretakers. They're using their positions as um, positions of trust and protection and care. And they are abusing that, and they are using that to their benefit to commit felony fucking crimes and to cover them up. Everything I've been talking about from the inside of me can be very well 100% proven, including my brain damage. I had no prior damage. I had no prior problems or injuries or anything else to August of 2019 when this began. When I was sitting outside my house, the chief O.p.p, who is now gone, he went by in a white Jeep, followed by a black truck. They proceeded to shoot something at me. It went into my fucking right ear, and that's the side that I had the most problems on ever since for 2+ years. It went up to the back, it went here. And that's when I went to the hospital to find out what was going on. And ever since then, it was senior file, based on lies because Stacy said she was there for me for all these problems. I've had lies cast against me about drugs. I do not do drugs. I am against them. And everybody knows me, knows I'm against them. I've had lies cast against me saying I've been in and out of prisons and jail my whole life. I've never been in one. I do not have a criminal history. But yet these criminals that are doing this, the cops and doctors, co-conspire to try to criminalize me to get away with this, and I do believe it 100%. I've had lies cast against me stating I've been in and out of mental institutions and hospitals and everything else my whole life, and that is not true. That is William Billy Wooldridge's life, not mine. I have remote neuromonitoring use on me, which is illegal invasive surveillance for spying for tracking. Plus William Billy Wooldridge's prisoner tracking on me, so I read as him from him broadcasting through me and over me. He was told that me and him were switched at birth. He was told that my mother was his mother. He is approximately 70 years old. My mother was 77. How the fuck can that be? You delusional fucking garbage. But he was told this by Spencer Mills' boyfriend and Stacy. Knowing that he is so delusional, knowing that he is so in such a meth psychosis and so fucked in the head, that he believed it. So as a result, he was using remote neuromonitoring on my mother. He was stalking her. He was calling her mom. And as a result, it caused her illness, which caused her passing almost 1 year ago. So congratulations, you're getting away with a homicide, and it's been almost a year now since you've gotten away with it. William Billy Wooldridge and the rest named. Every time I would go to hospitals elsewhere, it was, we seen your file, we're not going to do nothing for you in Kingston and Belleville because of the lies against me. And right now, my fucking head is swelling up. I have no feeling in my head whatsoever. Nothing. From being injured and being numbed by something. I no longer feel myself. I don't even really feel alive. And once again, this has nothing to do with fucking mental illness or drugs. This has to do with me from being injured from tech that I have inside of me, which is being prevented from me getting proof of that I can know is in me doing this to me, which is causing my deforming, which is causing my injuries, and which is causing my identity theft. plus William Billy Wooldridge broadcasting through me. This is all being covered up. This is revenge against me for, like I said, speaking of police crimes, and so was my mother's murder was retaliation. I've been sodomized. Doctors thinking that is actually funny when it's done to me. Showing pictures of my underwear covered in blood from my testicles being shocked to blood. And they thought it was funny. They thought it was real. I've showed them pictures of my skull deforming, and they in turn asked me how much cocaine I was on. And then I was accused also saying that my skull deforming, I'm getting air pumped into me, is a need for a psychiatrist. Obviously, it's mental illness apparently to the doctors here, but once again, they're going on lies against me that need to be proven, and those lies were cast from Stacy. They were cast from Spencer Mills, and Staff Sergeant, and the Chief, Robert Kane, Robert Lucas, Shelley Huffington, who needs to answer for her using a judge to aid in a kidnapping to shut me up, and that's what that was about, to steal my blood and piss. Spencer Mills has my blood and piss for framing. He has my signature. He can use it for forgery or fraud, so can the rest of them. This is about destroying me and getting rid of me in every way, shape, and form, while they are sitting back Pontius Pilate hands-free because of how it's being done, which can all be proven, but is being prevented from being proven. My human rights have been taken away. My legal rights have been taken away. My medical rights have been taken away. Also, these fucking bastards can get away with this crime, and in return, in 1 month from now, because of me speaking up and telling what was taking place with certain doctors and them needing arresting and the crimes that they are committing, they co-conspired with cops to have me criminalized. They had me charged. It's okay for them to do it, but I cannot get it done on them, which I've been wanting for 2 years, and this has happened for 2+ years on me. But yet, conveniently, they can do it to me because of who they are. And this is also to fuck me, and this is also to prevent it getting out that they are doctors and cops are committing very, very, very serious crimes and covering it up and how they're going about doing it. They can't have that getting out. Does anybody know where to file lawsuits against cops? I want to file murder charges, attempted homicide charges against cops. Whether anything happens or not, I want it legal and I want it documented. Those guys are no good. They won't do no good. They will investigate and they will find and do nothing, so that will do no good. I need to find a way to actually get help. Because I'm proving this identity theft, I'm proving my fucking skull deforming, I'm proving the changes to my face and everything else. Well, I'm being prevented from getting help, so this buys time for everybody to get away with this. And that's what this is about. The whole right side of my face is fucking numb. I feel absolutely nothing. So, I'm being William Billy Wooldridge is a delusional fucking piece of shit who is using the remote neuromonitoring not only to steal my identity but also to live off me and feed off of me. He's a delusional cocksucker. He lives at 149 Center Street North. He's untouchable. He's unarrestable. He knows it. He is a murderer with and for these people, and the reason they need and the reason that he is untouchable and unarrestable, he can implicate, and they need him for future homicides. Nice way to do it. It's taken a long time, but I said that this was going to be the outcome, and I'm proving it just like I did with my mother's homicide almost a year ago through O.p.p and William Billy Wooldridge and two mental health workers, Stacy and Shelley Huffington, and the doctors involved helping co-commit and cover this up. Christ would love all, hate none. Watch yourselves, watch your children. Human sex trade, slavery, traffickers, children and adults. Drug traffickers. And obviously stalking fucking murderers using their badges, positions, credentials for lies, false guise of law to commit felony crimes, to commit these crimes through those positions and badges to get away with them as well. Watch yourself. If they do anything to you, do not try to save your life because it will not happen. They will then try to criminalize you to get away with it. Be safe, love all, hate none. And there will be repercussions and revenge for me, and I know this for a fact for me doing this, whether it's seen or not by anybody, but congratulations, you piece of fucking garbage.